Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes NFL Week 3 Best Bets, Locks, and Predictions. I, of course, am the Brofect1 AJ. Joining me, as always, is the man with the numbers, sportsbook whisperer, college basketball guru, daddy of the diamond. All hail the king of the links, Mr. Noah Engelbretson. Noah, how the hell you doing today, bub?
Hey Jay, I'm fantastic. We got football on tonight, baby. I
Yes,
mean, gonna be a
sir.
pretty shit game with a low over under, but whatever.
Oh, I mean,
It's
let's go ahead and
it's
just get it.
NFL.
Yeah, it's NFL football back on a Thursday. I'm going to enjoy every single moment I can of it because we only have like 15 weeks left, bro. Let's not forget that, all right? And so I'm going to soak up every single moment of it that I can. Let's get right into it, Noah. Just for the record picks, since we're recording this on a Thursday, I got the Browns minus the 4.5 and the under. I think I took it at 38.5, and it's down to 38 now. But yeah, I'm all over the under.
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna take the under on this. Pittsburgh's defense looks really good. Their offense looks dismal. I'm gonna take Pittsburgh to cover 4.5 though.
I hate that line. I think it's a shit line. Shit line. But anyway, Noah, that game's going to come and go. Let's get right into it for Sunday, bro. And Sunday, we got a nice slate for us. I'm excited about it. Starting us off early Sunday morning, we got Bills going to the Dolphins. Dolphins are 5.5 home dogs. 52.5 is the total. The Miami Dolphins have been cooking, but the same can be said about the Buffalo Bills. No, the Bills have been the only team that's really impressed me so far this season, along with the Chiefs. But hey, shout out to Mike McDaniels and the boys down there in Miami figuring it out for a couple weeks, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. Miami looks better than I expected them to. I will admit that, but we've seen two very different games from the Dolphins, so I don't really know what the fuck to make of them. Like, you had a low scoring struggle against the Patriots week 1, where their offense struggled to put up a lot of points and yards, but their defense really won that game for them. And then this big comeback shootout game against the Ravens, where their defense gave up a shit ton of points and yards to Lamar Action Jackson and the Ravens. And then their offense able to come back late and just put up touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Miami for going 2-0. I don't know. They're a question mark for me, though. The Bills look damn fucking dominant on both
Oh,
sides of the
yeah.
ball. So I'm taking Buffalo minus 5.5
Yeah.
here.
No, yeah. Bills minus the 5.5 has got to be my lock. Probably for the weekend, honestly. No, not yet. Actually, that's later on in the day. But no, I love the Bills minus the 5.5 here. I think the Dolphins defense is just going to have their handful with Josh Allen just being Josh Allen, honestly. And moving on, Noah, to a team that knows who they are and knows what they are, but knows their weaknesses, to a team that can't seem to find their footing early. That being the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Action Jackson going to New England to see Belichick and Mac Jones. Patriots are +3 on the spread, but Baltimore Ravens are juiced to +100, so that line's probably going to move soon. I don't know which direction yet. Probably the 3.5. Totals at 44 points. I mean, know what? New England is going to run the ball because that's all they seem to be able to do. Whether it's successful or not is another topic for later. And the Ravens probably going to do the same thing. I don't think we'll see that Ravens team that we saw last week with all the passing and everything. I mean, yeah, Lamar Jackson can do anything and he can do everything, but let's do what he's really good at. I'm going to go with, I'm taking the Ravens and the field goal here. I'm not even going to think about it any harder, especially juiced to +100. I mean, good line, good odds. Let's fucking go.
What's the over under at for this one?
It's a good question. 44.
I'm taking the under.
Yeah, I see that.
And this is that 3 is a really tough one for me.
You think
I
so?
feel like that line's kind of right where it should be. I have a tough time betting against Bill Belichick and the Patriots, especially at home. And I think I'm going to take them to cover just because I did not like what I saw out of Baltimore's defense last week. And maybe that was a 1 week thing, but that makes me nervous as hell. Not that the Patriots offense is super high powered,
Yeah.
but I
No.
guess that would I guess I'm making really good points for the over, yet I'm taking the under anyways because I feel like this game's going to be a stinker.
Oh yeah.
I see this being like a 20-17 game.
It's gonna be typical
I'm gonna go
Patriots
with
football.
I'm going with New England on the 3. If it jumps up to 3.5, I'm really jumping on that.
Yeah, 3.5. I think we have a different ball game, especially with the hook. But at +100, I'm down to roll the dice and worst case scenario, pray for a push. especially with that even number. Now, Noah, let's move on to a game that absolutely no one except these diehard fans are going to watch. That being the Eagles going to Washington to face the Commies. Commies are 6.5-point dogs, a shit ton of home dogs this week, bro, and rightfully so far. Washington 6.5-point dogs at home. 47 is the total. I mean, they fucking suck, bro. The Commies fucking suck, and the Eagles seem to be trending up in the right direction. AJ Brown seems to be that spark in the offense that they really needed, and Jalen can't do anything wrong. I mean, he's fucking killing it so far this season. What are your thoughts on this game, Noah?
I don't know. I think the Eagles are legit. I think they're good, but like they also played the Lions and only beat them by a field goal. And
but
then
the Lions
they played
are different this season. I'm going to push back real quick. The Lions are different this season.
I'm not saying the Lions are terrible this season, but still, like I would have expected the Eagles with all the hype that they're getting and we're getting coming into the season to win that game by more than a narrow 3 points.
Fair.
And then they blew out Monday night Kirk Cousins and the Vikings, which
hey, primetime Kirk, baby, you gotta love it. Always cashes.
So I don't know if I'm fully bullish on the Eagles yet. I'm staying neutral on the Eagles in my position on them through 2 weeks. Similar to Miami, I'm staying neutral on both of those teams until I see more. Great starts for both of them. 6.5 seems like a lot of points. It's always a shit show in the NFC least. So I'm going to take Washington to just cover the 6.5. I don't like them on the money line or anything.
No,
but
I hate the money line. And for every reason that you're probably taking the Commies is every reason I'm taking the Eagles. I think they're hot. You follow the hot hand. And in football especially, I hate looking at past performances to kind of mold my thoughts because every week anything can happen. But I don't think that this is one of those games. Give me the Eagles. Give me the 6.5. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of that Eagles defense, and I think that Commie defense is shit too. I'm going to take a sprinkle on the over. I'm not most confident about that, but I think if there's a point scored in this game, it's going to be a lot of them.
I can see that.
Moving on, Noah, going from teams that we definitely need to see more from to teams that I think I've seen enough of. And that being the Kansas City Chiefs going to Indy to face the Colts in their home opener. Colts are 5.5-point home dogs. Totals at 50.5, and I honestly, honest to God, think that it's at 50.5 because that's how many points the Chiefs can score this game. Dude, the Colts fucking suck. I wish I could sprinkle something on it, but I was wrong for that take. That was one of my coldest takes to date, was having faith in the Indianapolis Colts and Matt Ryan to figure it out because they fucking can't, dude.
Yeah, they're stuck in the same fucking recipe every year. It's like bring in some 35-plus-year-old veteran quarterback, and they keep thinking, well, I guess Carson Wentz isn't that old, but bring in some old veteran quarterback and hope that that's going to solve all your problems. And guess what? It's not.
No.
And Kansas City looks damn good this season.
Damn good. They look damn good.
So until Kansas City gives me a reason to doubt them, I mean, yeah, give me Chiefs 5.5.
Yeah, Chiefs 5.5. Honest to God, I'll take an alternate minus 7.5 or 10.5 and just have myself a fucking Sunday. Going over next, Noah. I mean, this one, I can't believe the line. I honest to God can't believe the line, and I think you're going to have a field day with it. Carolina Panthers, they're home dogs, hosting the Saints. They're 2.5-point home dogs, juiced up plus 100. 41 is the total, another home dog, Noah. And I mean, rightfully so. But 2.5, I mean, this Saints team, and I'm starting to feel Jameis. All right, I'm starting to get there. All right, I liked his performance against the Bucs and everything. He got Brady to throw an iPad, and you gotta love that. I mean, I don't have anything to say. Baker isn't good in the system. I don't think anyone is good in the Matt Rule system. I don't think there is a system with the Carolina Panthers. Give me the Saints minus the 2.5, and I really don't even want to. 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. Give me the Saints.
Yep, Saints minus 2.5. Take it to the fucking bank.
Cash
that
right
now. What's the over under at this game?
41. It feels low, but I don't trust that Saints offense to really put up that many points. Sure as hell don't trust Carolina.
I think the Saints offense is capable, but I'm going to take the under on this one just because Carolina's offense kind of sucks. New Orleans has probably a top 5 defense in the NFL, and I don't see Carolina scoring more than
no.
I mean, they're definitely not getting to 20 points on their own, but they might not even get to 10 points or over
Yeah.
10 points this game. So,
Oh no, it's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Give me Saints all day. No, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this. We're going the Raiders visiting the Tennessee Titans in Nashville. Titans another home dog at +2. 45.5 is the total. I mean, what can I say that hasn't been said by every sports show host in America already? The Titans, we get it. Derrick Henry can run the ball. Ryan Tannehill can't do shit because he got no weapons to support him. I mean, you got nothing over there in Tennessee after they shipped everybody out. And they figured out the formula for Derrick Henry. Stack the fucking box, all right? Don't let him move. And so I think the Raiders, especially with that front five, are going to be able to withstand Derrick Henry and just going to be able to, really make them try to throw the ball downfield where the Titans are going to get in trouble.
yeah, this God,
I
this
hate the
one's
line.
tough.
I hate the line. This should be at a pick 'em because I don't trust this Raiders team either.
Yeah, I mean, you got two teams that probably shouldn't be 0-2, but they are. Each of them blundering a game that they had no business losing. Obviously, Tennessee losing at home to the Giants week 1, and then the Raiders last week against the Cardinals. Yeah, so tough if you're both either of these fan bases, because most likely one of them is starting 0-3, and these are two teams that had playoff aspirations coming into the year. I mean, I guess my only take on this is one of these teams is going to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's going to be the one who figures it out and wins. Although they could both figure it out this game, or they could both not figure it out. Somebody's still going to end up winning, and somebody's going to end up losing, most likely. And I hate this one. I fucking hate this one. But I'm like, I guess I'm coming back to like, who's going to have more of a fire lit under their ass? If you're Tennessee, you just got massively, massively blown out. The Raiders blowing a bad lead. I'm going with the Raiders, but not confidently.
Listen, Noah, I agree what you say with like this. Like one team's gonna figure it out, or both teams are gonna figure it out. I'm going to try to middle this the best way I possibly can. I'm gonna bank on the Raiders being better than the Titans, but I'm also gonna bank on both teams being better. So I'm gonna take the over 45.5, and I think it might end up it being a shootout towards the end stretch. And then give me Raiders money line. I'm not going to mess with the points whatsoever. Like I said, I think this should be a pick 'em, so I'm just going to take it like it is a pick 'em. Give me the Raiders. It's -130, so you're not getting bad juice on it. Yeah, Raiders over Titans any day of the week. Now, Noah, you asked me if this was going to be a hard game to handicap back in August. I would have said you're fucking insane, but I have had my brain in a fucking twister for this one. Detroit Lions going to Minnesota to play the Vikings. Vikings are 6-point favorites. It's rare that we're seeing any of those nowadays. 51.5 is the total. Obviously, we saw primetime Kirk in peak primetime Kirk Cousins form with however many interceptions, however many fucking terrible passes. I mean, he was god-awful. Detroit Lions seem to have figured something out. Defense, not so much, but that offense seems to be high-powered and octane. No, I don't really have a lot of thoughts on this game. I got the over, though, and I'm taking the +6 on the Lions. The Lions have been covering machines, bro.
Yeah, what is this over under at?
51.5. I'm slamming that over.
Okay. I didn't really care that much what the number was. I was just asking for the for the record.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm same train of thought. Easy over. The Lions have looked very high octane on offense, and their defense has looked not very good. Yeah. This one's tough, but I do like the line at 6, so I'm going to take the Lions to cover the 6. I think there's a chance they win this game. Am I going to bank on it? Probably not. But 6 is a big line for a game that's two fairly even matched teams, I would say.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And yeah, good line. Shout out to the sportsbook. That's a good line. Noah, this game I'm going to have to watch, but I'm going to dread every moment of it. We're talking about the Texans going to Soldier Field to face the Chicago Bears. Bears are 2.5-point home favorites, -120, so you got +100 on the Texans and +2.5, excuse me. Totals at 40 points. I mean, goddamn Bears. The goddamn Bears, Noah. The goddamn Bears. They're going to kill me this season. If they don't, the Cardinals will. We'll get into the Cardinals in a minute. But I don't trust this Bears team as far as I can throw them. This reminds me a lot of that Mitch Trubisky run, though, when they made it to the playoffs. So I'm going to sell out Bears money line. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I'm going to get hurt again, no, aren't I? I'm going, no, Texans plus, give me the Texans plus 2.5, Bears money line. I'm in the middle of this.
That's a very narrow window to middle that.
I'm in the middle of this. The Bears are going to win by a fucking 1-point play somehow. That's not an extra point.
I think Davey Longneck Mills and the Texans go into Soldier Field. They beat the Bears. But guess what? This game's another stinker shit game that nobody should be watching unless you, like, for some reason have like a large sum of money or an allegiance to one of the teams. But yeah, I'm going Houston money line. I'm also taking the under in this one. I think this is going to be a boring, low-scoring game.
Dude, Davy Mills looks good. He looks good.
Imagine if he had an offensive weapons and an offensive line. I mean,
and the Bears defense though hasn't been looking half bad. No, I'm sticking with my picks. Moving on, Noah. Last game of the early games, we got the Bengals going to the Jets. Joe Flacco obviously pulling off a fucking miracle and a half against the Brownies, making Brownie elite Joe Flacco making Brownie the elf 0-1. Noah.
I told you that elf was going to be bad juju.
I agreed. I was with you. I was on that side, bro.
I know you didn't disagree, but I'm like, I said that fucking elf is bad juju. They're not winning another home game this season. That's why they're going to lose today. That's why Pittsburgh's going to win tonight. Just watch.
No shot.
You just watch. Pittsburgh wins tonight.
Jets 6
Pittsburgh wins tonight, and they're not going to win a single game at home.
They're not winning tonight. Jets 6-point dogs at home. Totals at 46. I mean, this Bengals team needs a win more than I need like a colonoscopy or something, bro. I don't even know. Like, I need a drink, honestly, thinking about this Bengals team. I'm too young for a colonoscopy. I hope you don't need a.
I was going to say, I hope you don't need one yet.
So like, I'm getting there where it's like, shit, am I that old that I need one of those? But no, apparently I'm chilling on that. So Bengals, I mean. Until you show me something, I can't bet on you. The Jets at least show me heart. Give me the Jets plus 6 and a possibility of Zach Wilson playing this weekend.
Bengals aren't going 0-3. It just ain't. It just ain't gonna happen.
But I don't think you're gonna blow the Jets out.
I didn't say that. I said they're not going 0-3. That's not gonna happen. Now, I don't know about this plus 6 with the Jets at home. The Jets have looked all right this season, actually.
Yeah.
But this is the New York Jets, who over the last 5-6 years seem to play worse at home than on the road. I don't get it. It makes no sense, but it's one of those things. I'm taking Cincinnati minus the 6. I think Joe Burrow and company put up 30-plus points in this game on their own.
Joe Shiesty. God, I love Joe Burrow. Nah, Jets plus 6. I'm chilling. Green Bay going to Tampa Bay to face the Buccaneers. It's at a pick 'em right now, bro. 42 is the total. I mean, Tampa's got no Mike Evans. Tampa's dreadedly injured, bro. Like, they look like the Ravens last season, honest to God. Tom Brady's already broken one iPad. Excuse me. Aaron Rodgers and the boys team, they might have it figured out. They were playing a Bears team. I would have liked them to put up a couple more touchdowns, especially one to Bob Tunyon would have been great. But, I mean, if it's at a pick 'em, I mean, give me the Packers all day. I don't want to even think about it. If there were points on there, I mean, it would be a more difficult decision. But since it's just who wins the game, the Packers are going to win this game. This is going to be a statement game for Aaron Rodgers that the Packers are all the way back.
Yeah, I mean, so there's been no official ruling, but I'm just going to make the assumption that Chris Godwin and Julio Jones are out. Mike Evans suspended.
Hey, so what,
Scotty Miller is your number one option at receiver. I'm not worried at all about that. The Packers have a great defense, great secondary. They've got the pass rushers to be able to get pressure on Brady, because the one thing you can't do against Brady is blitz him, because he just picks that apart.
Yeah.
And I think the Packers will be able to get pressure against that weak offensive line.
Yeah.
And so it's going to come down to like what the Packers offense, which they still don't really have an identity for, does against a still very good Tampa Bay defense. This will probably be a grinded out type of game, but I do think the Packers find pay dirt in the end zone more than the Bucs will.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're telling me you're going to have Jair Alexander covering who the fuck knows at receiver?
Yeah, man.
It's
great game plan.
Yeah, he's gonna have no problem if Tom Brady tries to throw at Jair, which I hope he does, because last time he did that. Granted, the Bucs won that NFC Championship game, but there was he had 3 pass attempts towards Jair Alexander, 1 incompletion and 2 interceptions. So, I'm not too worried about the Packers holding the Bucs to like minimal points.
No,
I just don't know exactly. It's going to be a battle between the Packers offense and the Bucs defense, but I'm taking the Packers on this one.
Yeah, you got it. No, give me the Packers too. Moving on, we're going
and the under.
Yeah, under.
Big on unders this week. I got 5 of them already. Jeez, all right.
Interesting matchups this week, but you got Jacksonville Jaguars going to LA to play the Chargers. Chargers 7-point home favorites. 47 is the total. I love this Jacksonville team. They're trending up, but they're not beating my Super Bowl favorites, the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert will be fine. I am not worried. The offense is fine. Everything is fine. Okay, don't ask me about it. Everything is fine, Noah.
Do we know for sure that Justin Herbert's fine? I haven't heard any news, so I'm assuming it's not like...
Everything I've read says it's fine. Serious? Okay, it's all fine. Austin Eckler was on Twitch the other day, and he said Herbert's fine, but someone else was questionable. The name is slipping me right now. So if you trust Austin Eckler, there you go. What are you going with, Noah? Because I got Chargers minus the 7.
Yeah, I mean, Herbert's listed as day-to-day right now. Has not practiced all week, which doesn't really mean anything. What was it? Aaron Rodgers with his toe last year went like a stretch of like 8 weeks without practicing and would just show up and play on. He'd just show up and play on Sunday and do whatever. Yeah. So looking into it, it looks like there's not really any risk of re-injury or farther injury with Herbert. It's just the amount of pain he's able to play through, but they're just they'll just probably give him a shot of Toradol or something. Hopefully the doctor doesn't puncture his lung. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
He does have a record for doing that.
Yeah, I'm on the Chargers minus the 7. I mean, Jacksonville's still a bad team.
Yes, not a good team, but they're going up.
Don't let their 24-0 win over the Colts blind you. The Colts always lose in Jacksonville.
Always lose in Jacksonville. It's unbelievable. But, yeah.
Yeah, Chargers take this by double digits.
Easily. Noah, moving on. We got the Los Angeles Rams coming to spank my Arizona Cardinals. I'm sorry, no, I'm not giving out my pick yet. Cardinals are 3.5-point home dogs. 48.5 is the total. I mean, cool. Kyler Murray showed up for the first half of the entire season, you know what I mean? And all because Cliff Kingsbury was like, listen, I know that Call of Duty beta is coming out on PC next weekend, all right? I'm going to take away your PC. And Kyler was like, no, I don't want you to take away my PC. And so he played a game. They didn't win because of him. Of course they didn't win because of him. And they sure as hell didn't win because of Cliff Kingsbury. Fire them both. Get them out of town. With that being said, though, Rams team, not very impressive, Noah. Haven't been very impressive. 3.5 points. The Red Sea will be strong. Give me the Cardinals plus the 3.5. That total, I hate that total.
Yeah, I mean, Rams got to shake off that Super Bowl hangover still. Like I said, I said first 4 weeks, they're going to not look as good as they should. I mean, 3.5 point spread, though. Like, the Cardinals should be 0-2.
Yeah.
The Rams are the better team. I'm still going to give the Cardinals like a 30% chance at winning this game, personally.
Yeah.
Just because of all the other factors. They're playing at home. The Cardinals are still a decent team. Like, I'm not going to like
got talent.
Knock them for that. But in this one, I got to take the Rams on the points.
Yeah, I'm with you there, bud. Oh, no, I'm not with you there. Fuck that. No, give me my Cardinals.
Oh, I want the over in this game. What's it at?
48.5.
Yep, sign me up.
Yeah. All right, no, another game nobody is going to watch except for degenerates and people who like these teams. Falcons go into the 12s in Seattle to face the Seahawks. It's at a pick 'em, totals at 42 points. I don't have a lot to say. I mean, it's two backup quarterbacks that find themselves in starting positions again, but one team just seems to be doing a little bit better with that. Give me the Seahawks on a pick 'em, 42. Give me the under. They're not going to score any fucking points in this game.
I am on the opposite for both of these, AJ. I like Atlanta. I like what they've shown me despite being 0-2. I like what they have shown me so far this season. I think they're plenty capable of doing some things. And by doing some things, I mean winning 6 or 7 games. Seattle looks less shitty than I expected them to.
Yeah.
They still look shitty, but like not quite as bad as I expected. I think Geno Smith in that offense is capable of putting up points. I don't think Atlanta's defense is particularly strong. I don't think Seattle's defense is particularly strong. And I think Atlanta can put up points as well. So I love the over. And on a pick 'em, I'm taking Atlanta. I think they're the better team.
I mean, I can't disagree with you. I mean, I'm not going to watch the game, but I got to go Geno. Geno's amazing at covering. And if he can cover in a pick 'em, that would be awesome. But moving on, Noah, this game, Sunday Night Football, I mean, Russ literally cannot quit the pass, bro. It's literally like he has to go and see all of his ex-girlfriends and everyone he's ever dated in his entire life as the San Francisco 49ers are going to Denver, Mile High, to play the Broncos. Broncos 1.5-point dogs. 45 is the total. Let me hear your thoughts first, Noah, on Sunday night.
Oh, boy. Well, we're taking another under on this one because
yes, I agree with you there.
Because I don't think Denver's offense is going to remain bad, but it has looked bad so far. And I get it. New quarterback, new head coach, new system, like everything is new. So these are some growing pains that are, rightfully so. There's going to be some growing pains in that type of situation. The key will be whether or not they can figure it out by week 7, 8, 9. I do expect Denver to be better in the second half of the season, but they definitely have not figured it out yet. San Francisco's got a really tough defense. I don't see Denver scoring a lot of points. Denver's defense also pretty good. And San Francisco, yeah, they got Jimmy G. And I think they're going to do what they have for so long with Jimmy G is they're going to win these grinded out games by less than a touchdown, but they're still going to win. The spread only being at 1.5. I'm going to take San Francisco and I'm going to take the under.
No, all I have to say is, have you seen the video of Russell Wilson on the sidelines telling people to call run pass? I mean, pass. Yeah, run pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got to say. Nobody in Denver is riding with whatever the fuck is going on in the locker room or anything like that. Russ is not coming off as a leader. He's coming off as annoying as shit. And now everyone's looking around like they paid him how much to do this shit? And they don't even trust him to go on 4th down to win a game? No. Give me the 49ers. Give me the 1.5. Jimmy G. He's handsome. He's killing it on the football field.
Jimmy.
I mean, Jesus, porn star Jimmy is doing the porn star things and just, yeah, I got nothing else on that. I thought I had a punchline, but it didn't come to me. So yeah, San Francisco minus the 1.5. I'm with you on the under, Noah. Let's move to Monday Night Football. Hated the 2 games last week. That was fucking miserable. At least stagger them more. But anyway, with that being said, Dallas Cowboys go into the New York Football Giants. Giants are 1-point favorites at home. 39 is the total. I mean...
Wait. Say the Giants favored?
By 1.
Weren't they favored last week, too?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers have been favored. End it. Shut it. I know. Bring John Taffer in here. I need to shut it down.
You're telling me the Cowboys should be favored over the fucking Giants?
Yeah, Cooper Rush hasn't lost a start in his whole career. He's 2-0.
Yeah, and the Cowboys. And what happens after?
The Cowboys are the better team.
No,
the Cowboys are the better team. Shut it.
Get it out of here.
Shut it down. The Giants are not starting 3-0. I refuse to even put that out into the universe as a possibility. It's not gonna happen. Cowboys win this game, and you're gonna give me the Cowboys as an underdog. They win this game. I don't even care. Take it to the bank. And what's the over-under at? Because I like the under. 39. I don't even care what it's at. Yep.
Yeah, give me the under 2. But you're wrong. Okay, the one thing that I harped on last season was backup quarterbacks that had a good first start always come out slow and play like shit week 2. I think we're going to see the real Cooper Rush and why he's not starting on any NFL team this season. Give me the New York Football Giants minus the fucking 1 because they have no fucking choice, Noah. Their other quarterback's hand's fucking broken.
Yeah, he's 2-0 as a starter. He's better than Dak.
Yeah, Giants minus the 1. End of discussion. But that is the entire football slate. No, we somehow managed to bet the whole damn thing again. We're really good at that. Anything else to say about NFL Week 3?
Hey, man. I don't know. Go Pack, go. Let's have some fun watching some football. I know I'm gonna be sitting my ass on my couch Sunday. Yeah. Red Zone, probably. Usually Red Zone channel for the morning games because there's usually not too many that jump out to me. Although who knows? Maybe I'll do a little flipping back and forth. Obviously, going to be watching the Packers in the afternoon, and then we'll see what happens with these night games. Primetime games a little fucking underwhelming this week, the 3 of them. But, we'll get past it. We'll have better weeks ahead.
Better weeks ahead, but remember, we only have 15 more, so fucking enjoy the ones that we have. With that being said, thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Down below, hit the link tree. Go ahead, follow us on all the socials. Do your thing. We are degenerates. We're on Twitter all the time. And yeah, do it. Go ahead, subscribe. Help us grow. We'd appreciate it. With that being said, though,
buy merch.
Yeah, buy merch too. It's in the link tree as well. With that being said, I've been the Brofect1 AJ. That's been the Money Train Noah, and we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.